Member for Lethbridge.
When the Heritage Minister first started coming under fire for Bill C-10, he insisted that YouTube content would not be censored. But just yesterday, the truth slipped out. Uh-oh. In an interview, he said, quote, "At some point, the CRTC will be asked to put a threshold," end quote. Wait a minute. With one breath, the minister says YouTube users have nothing to worry about. But in his next breath, he says, quote, "At some point, they will be censored." Why does the minister want to dictate to individual YouTubers what they can and cannot post?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It was clear from the beginning that what we want to focus on is two things. One, for social media platforms to financially contribute to our cultural industry, and two, make our Canadian artists discoverable on platforms such as YouTube. Today, I was relieved to see that the Conservatives are finally listening to the cultural sector and stop their 2 weeks long unnecessary filibustering. We continue to stand with our artists and creators. We look forward to the resumption of the committee's work very soon. The cultural sector is behind us and in support of this bill, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Lethbridge.
It's good that the minister is sticking to his talking points instead of trying to go on his own. That results in blunders. Yesterday, the minister admitted that if you're a successful YouTuber with, quote, "a lot of viewers," and you make revenue from your content, oh my gosh, heaven forbid, the eye of the government will be on you. There are so many incredible entrepreneurs and artists and creators who have found a way to connect with other individuals and generate a bit of income from it. Why is this minister launching an attack on them?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And let me be clear, the bill is not about what Canadians can or can't post online. It's very explicit in this regard. Helping Canadian artists and creators is at the heart of what C-10 does. And what it does is actually give them more opportunities to meet their own artists and creators. And it does so by making sure big streaming companies pay their fair share to our culture and ensure Canadian artists are discoverable on these platforms. Our creator can't afford to wait any longer, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Lethbridge.
Let me interpret that. What he's saying is that information will be censored and certain videos will be moved to the top, others will be moved to the bottom, and the government will dictate which is which. Over the weekend, the minister had yet another blunder. Every time he goes out to, quote, clarify the intent of C-10, he makes things worse. Within 24 hours, he had to issue 2 clarifications and an apology. It's obvious this minister doesn't know what's in his very own bill. It's so bad that just moments ago, the parliamentary secretary had to do the press conference instead of the minister. So why does the government continue to try to defend the indefensible?
Honourable Minister. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If the Conservative members truly care about freedom of speech, then they will let our democracy continue its work freely. This bill won't regulate the internet or what people choose to post online or even view online. Not at all. Individual activities are explicitly exempt from all 3 requirements above. Freedom of speech is not negotiable for our government. It is explicitly protected under this Act and in our Charter of Rights and Freedom. We will continue to abide by it. We will let the committee pursue its work, and if that means a charter review that needs to go on, we were happy to do so.